How's it going, friends? My name is Fringy. Got a lot to talk about, so let's just go. Now, a lot of you know that last year I started university, and I wrapped up at about mid-November. And then I started uploading really frequently over my 3-month break. Just letting you know right now, I'm going back to uni next week. So, what can you expect from FringyGaming? Because naturally, this is going to affect the channel. You know, what I'm doing in my personal life is obviously going to affect what I do on YouTube. And on the website and Twitch and whatever. So, the fact of the matter is, there's probably going to be less videos every week. And it's going to fluctuate more so than it has recently. You know, with my time off, I've been able to get like 3, sometimes 4 videos up per week. When I'm back at uni, it could be 2, 1, nothing. Those are things that could possibly happen. Just telling you right now that if you're expecting me to be able to do like daily or even 4 videos per week, probably not gonna happen. You know, I got other things to do. Now, I'll explain it to you. On Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm basically like fucking jam-packed. For example, on Tuesday, I start at 9, finish at 7, and that doesn't incorporate getting to and from the university. That's like a 12-hour day. And similar sort of issue happens on Wednesday and Friday. However, that means I got the other days off, and on those days, I'll try to make videos. Now, as it stands right now, the way I look at it is that the website probably won't suffer as much because I can just write stuff when I'm at uni. You know, because I got a lot of breaks this semester. So during that time, I can just work on writing some shit for the website and game rants. But when it comes to actually recording stuff, gotta be at home. So naturally, that makes it a bit more difficult. However, when it comes to making the content, I think this will allow me to do more game rants. As you've noticed, I haven't done game rants nearly as frequently over this year, especially than I did last year. Last year I was doing like 1, sometimes 2 game rants per week. This time it's been like 2-week breaks, 20 days between some of them, I think. And that's simply because when I'm sitting at home and I can just fucking talk, it makes it a lot easier to do a Fringy frequency. But game rants is still my favorite series. You know, above reviews, above Fringy frequency, above all that stuff, game rants is what I love doing. The most, that is. And I want to get back to focusing on that. So, here's what I've been thinking about with me going back to university. I'm contemplating going back to actually having a schedule. I sort of had a schedule, last year, early last year in particular, when I was making videos. I didn't really stick to it, but I would look at it more as a rough guideline of the stuff that I want to get out on a weekly basis, because I still want to get out at least 1 to 2 videos per week. That's my current goal right now. Obviously, you know, there would be some fluctuation in the thing, but right now, I'm contemplating it. If you guys are interested in the structure, just tell me in the comments, and I'll contemplate it. I'll think about it. I'll figure out what sort of schedule works well. Now, when it comes to the sort of content that I'm going to continue doing, now that I know what schedule I'm going to have, I'm probably going to be streaming once a week on Thursdays at the regular time, which is like 9 to 10 a.m., you know, Australian Central, because that tends to work better for people overseas. Shit for me, but it works better for people overseas. And I know I got to do streams, okay? I know I got to. Last stream was like 2 weeks ago. Over 2 weeks ago, and I enjoy streaming. I enjoy talking to you guys. So, I will try and do that stream once per week. But again, just like the content, there's not really any guarantees, but I'll do my best with the time allotted. Now, when it comes to the videos, like I said, I want to do game rants, and as it stands right now, I'd like to get a set day, probably either Saturday or Sunday, Australian of course, where I'll upload a game rants like once per week, because it's the bread and butter, it's what a lot of you guys are subscribed for. And then I'd schedule like a Fringy frequency, maybe on a Thursday or something like that. And maybe if I have enough time to do system update on a Saturday, with, you know, content sparkled in between when I can and potential fluctuations between them. Reviews, those are going to continue. I mean, the reception to my Dying Light and Evolve reviews have been unanimously positive. They got tons of likes, tons of views really quickly, and the reception has been really good. According to you guys, you like it because it's a breath of fresh air in the reviewing space, and I actually talk about issues that you give a shit about in the reviews, so that's good to hear, and I'm going to continue doing that, obviously with the next review being the Order 1886. But, aside from that, that's basically what you need to understand. I'm going back to uni, which means that my workload is going to get, you know, heavier. I'm going to do my best to continue making the content, because over the past few months, the channel has grown. And I want to see that growth continue, because I enjoy making content. I enjoy seeing more people come over to the whole FringyGaming channel and the website and the streams, watching the stuff, and, you know, getting my perspective on gaming. It makes me happy. And especially with the growth that I saw over, like, the last month in particular. Again, like, 450 subscribers in the span of a month. That's awesome. I'm not going to talk about what goals I have set, but I do have some goals in the back of my mind. As usual, guys, thank you for supporting the channel, thank you for supporting the website, and thank you for supporting all that I do on the internet. Makes me really happy that I can continue making content, and even though I'm going back to university, I hope that you guys will stick with me. I hope that I'll be able to create the content that you want as fast and as frequently as I possibly can, so that I can keep entertaining you, and we can still, you know, shoot the shit and have fun playing video games. I'm Fringy, and as always, have a good one.